Vesper. You can change everything.
A human face breathing on the trunk of a tree, moss turning into blood-sucking monsters, bacteria becoming visible weapons, and fireflies making the forest a no-go zone at night. This is the pinnacle of sci-fi movies. The movie starts in the near future, where dual crises of ecology and survival have led humanity to grotesque advancements in genetic technology. However, due to virus and bacteria leaks, the world has plunged into a dark age. Pathogens have killed off edible plants, animals, and most of humanity. The surviving society has regressed to primitive classes. A few rulers control a city called the castle and hold most resources, while the rest of humanity struggles to survive around the castle. To get food, they are forced to exchange children's blood for seeds from the castle's wealthy. The little girl, Vesper, lucky enough to dig up a barely surviving mutated potato while foraging, is momentarily captivated by a colorful caterpillar. Carefully, she places it in a jar and heads home, skillfully avoiding the man-eating mutated plants guarding her home. Vesper uses synthetic biology to create protective creatures. After preparing the food, she feeds it directly into her paralyzed father's stomach. Her father was injured long ago while serving the castle and is kept alive by a homemade ventilator Vesper made. The castle's only support is a drone that connects to his consciousness and speaks for him. After handling the food, Vesper goes to her secret base, an abandoned warehouse, to experiment with the caterpillar. She dreams of solving the seed viability issue through gene extraction and biosynthesis to survive better. After extracting the caterpillar's genes with a special solution, Vesper encounters a pilgrim and gazes at him deeply, reminded of her mother who abandoned her and her father a year ago to follow the pilgrims. Returning home, Vesper finds the protective creatures dead and realizes someone has broken in. Thankfully, her father is unharmed, but his ventilator is broken. Desperate, Vesper goes to a nearby farm for help. At the farm, she meets the owner, Old Joe, who raises children to sell their blood for seed exchanges with the castle. He is ordering a boy to execute a wounded clone, a discarded defective from the castle. Watching the boy repeatedly stab the clone, everyone's face turns grim. Vesper approaches Old Joe, offering her blood in exchange for bacteria cultures to keep her father alive. After drawing her blood, Old Joe ruthlessly throws her out. Vesper sneaks into the farm's backyard and retrieves the necessary cultures for her father, while everyone is distracted by a passing drone. She also grabs a few seeds. The next day, Vesper shows the seeds to her father, who sternly tells her to return them upon learning she stole them. Angrily, Vesper runs into the forest and finds an injured girl being drained by mutated moss. Checking her condition, Vesper brings the girl home and treats her wounds. The girl soon recovers and reveals that she and her father are from the castle and that their aircraft crashed. She asks for Vesper's help to find her father and promises to bring them to the castle in return. Excited by the prospect, Vesper asks her father for his opinion. Seeing no response, she finds his consciousness drone shut down and her father seizing. The girl calms him by kissing him. The next day, Vesper takes her father's consciousness drone to find the crashed aircraft. Old Joe and a group of children arrive, finding the girl's father in the aircraft. Joe kills him for the useful parts. Joe also notices signs of another person and questions Vesper, who claims to have found the site while searching for food. At home, Vesper lies to the girl, saying the forest is too big to find anyone yet. The girl, mostly recovered, asks Vesper to help search the next day. Vesper's father interrupts, suggesting they contact the castle using a communicator only Joe has. Vesper shows the girl her lab, filled with strange synthetic creatures. Impressed, the girl promises to introduce Vesper to the castle's bio-research lab. The next day, Vesper sneaks into Joe's farm with the drone, but Joe finds and disassembles it. Desperate, Vesper grabs the drone and runs home, finding it lifeless. Near despair, Vesper tells the girl the truth about her father. They go to the forest, and the girl cries over her father's body. Vesper notices a scar on the girl's neck, that attaches to her fingers. The girl reveals she is a clone, unique with independent thought. She and her father, her creator, escaped the castle, where intelligent clones are illegal. Vesper's dreams shatter with this harsh truth. Still, Vesper brings her home and fixes the drone, revealing the truth to her father, who isn't surprised and comforts her. Clones must obey their creators. In another room, the girl attempts suicide, but Vesper stops her. Calmed down, Vesper takes a blood sample to unlock her secrets, discovering encrypted foreign DNA in her genes. Curious, Vesper learns the girl's past, playing piano for her creator while he worked. When she plays for Vesper, her genes change, unlocking with repeated playing. Vesper realizes she can integrate the girl's genes with seeds. Excitedly, Vesper tells her father she has found a way to create sustainable food seeds, freeing them from hunger. The girl understands her father's deal with another castle. Vesper's father warns them to leave, knowing the castle won't let them go. Vesper runs to her lab to prepare to leave with her father. Old Joe arrives and captures the girl. Vesper returns in time, and with the drone's help, they subdue Joe. Naively, Vesper tells Joe about her discovery, underestimating human selfishness. Joe reports to the castle, while Vesper creates new seeds. Soon, an unknown bacteria infiltrates their home, indiscriminately destroying everything. Vesper and the girl jump on a table to escape. His father urges them to leave, knowing castle soldiers are coming. Vesper reluctantly agrees, hiding in the wetlands. Castle soldiers arrive, killing Joe. Vesper watches from a distance as their home is destroyed, realizing his father lied to protect him. Pursued, Vesper and the girl flee. Vesper warns her to avoid red plants, which kill a soldier. Despite their caution, they are caught. To protect Vesper, the girl offers to return to the castle. Vesper resists, but is knocked down. The girl disarms a soldier, and they defeat him with fireflies. Understanding the castle will never stop hunting her, the girl decides to leave to protect Vesper. She sedates her with a kiss, ensuring her safety. Waking up, Vesper finds her home in ruins. She plants 3 seeds by the door and leaves, meeting 4 children from Joe's farm. They join a group of pilgrims, arriving at their camp. Climbing a tower, Vesper sees the vast world and the distant castle, gaining new resolve. With her father's sacrifice, Vesper decides to change the deformed world. She releases the seeds into the wind, determined to rebuild a new world there. If you like the effort, leave us a subscribe.